crazy mother.
What it do, soul visionaries and potential soul visionaries out there. I am your host, Sherrod Corn, and you are now rocking with the mobile version of the Soul Vision Podcast. You know, that place where we keep it unfiltered and raw. We talk about anything from porn to politics. We'll even talk about them things you might have heard or even saw. Today, I'm going to ask for forgiveness because I'm making this video, man. I'm really supposed to be cutting grass, but I'm about to run and grab something to drink because it's hotter than a room full of hoes. You know what I'm saying? So, and it ain't even at max temp yet. So I'm out cutting grass, need a haircut. But I got a message, man. I was thinking about something about the men that actually break the women's hearts, that have them on the internet complaining about men. And what we got to realize is that the average guy, it's not us breaking these women's hearts and causing them to be the way that they are, right? It's the men that they consider the alpha. It's that alpha guy that really destroyed them, because those are the guys aesthetically that had everything that these women wanted. They had the money, the looks, the connections. You know, they had all the things that these women are truly looking for in a man. A lot of times we are what they settle for because, hey, you know, they figured, hey, we're at this level and we're lucky to have them, right? So that's the average guy. It's not us that break their heart. It's the men that they consider the alpha guy. We're what they settle for. That's why they say, hey, I'm never settling again. I'm never settling again. But at the same time, they got to understand the value they place on themselves had to be agreed upon by the men that they're going after. Because 9 times out of 10, most women have had the best men they're ever going to have in life. And in the eyes of those kind of men, their value diminish. Now, in saying that, I'm not saying you got to look at yourself and give yourself away free to any and everybody out there. You know, most of y'all already done that already. You slept with every guy from the broke, dusty, no good dude to the high class, high paying, high earning dude that's broke, that's not broke, but he's still dusty and he still treated y'all like shit. It's not the men that are at fault for treating you the way that you've been treated all your life. It's you. You are your biggest enemy, and you are not mad at men. You're mad at yourself because you allowed yourself to be taken over and over and over again. You allowed yourself to be played by dudes that don't even have a GED, but here you go with a PhD, bachelor's, summa cum laude, and all this other stuff. But you allowed yourself to get played by a nigga that don't even have a fucking online GED. Right? And there's nothing wrong with an online GED, because, hey, you get it how you get it. But I'm just trying to say, since you all are so educated, you all are so this and so educated and so sophisticated, a lot of y'all are played out. You done gave your best quality years, in the eyes of most men, away. It's gone. Your youth is gone. Your innocence is gone. You're bitter. And a lot of you all try to mask it by going to church. That's not going to work. Y'all done slept with the men in the church and that still didn't work. So you're asking yourself, so now you say, it got to be the men. It can't be me. But that's you not holding yourself accountable for, you know, the person you are. Because a lot of y'all really don't deserve a really good man. You know, y'all think you all are better than what you all are. You think you're actually better than the man that you're dating, when in fact, we're supposed to come together and, you know, what they say, teamwork make the dream work. But y'all don't want to believe that. You want to believe the dudes out here that's telling you that men should just be lucky to have a woman, when in fact, there are more women out here than there are men. So why would I run after a woman when there's a plethora of, you know, supply and demand dictates the value of things. And a lot of times you women don't understand that your supply is not in demand. It's so many different type of women out here offering the same thing. You see what I'm saying? So in short, I'm trying to tell these young men out here, like, bro, y'all out here chasing these women, y'all trying to spend money, y'all trying to compete for them and this and that and the other. Bro, you don't ever compete for a woman. Ever compete for a woman. You know, When a woman consider herself the prize, that's when she gonna make you compete for her. And if a woman was smart, to be a prize is to be considered a possession. And I consider women people and not possessions, right? You can think for yourselves. Possessions can't. And when a man wins a prize, what does he do? He has to go after another prize, a bigger prize. Because when you win the NBA or NFL championship, or you become the champion of a thing, you're only a champion until the next go round. So what I'm saying is, young dogs, young fellas, men of all ages, when you got to get out of this state of mind of competing for a woman. Like this woman said, you know, dude walked up to her while she was at the gym or at work and asked her, "Why you at work? Well, your man." She said, "Oh, I got a man." She said, she said something like, "You must not have a man if you at work." And then she says, "Now I'm with that guy." Bruh, a lot of times they go to the highest bidder. Stop bidding on stuff, bro, that has no inherent value. That's not an asset. That's a liability, and it will depreciate over time. Bro, I'm just here to help y'all ride to fly. It's 2025, man. We gotta, put things aside that we can't use right away. But those things that are valuable and those nuggets we can use right away, we need to apply them. Peace.